Welcome to the next installment of my 2,575 pack booster opening. I'll be opening up the base Diamond and Pearl set in this video, and I realize I grabbed two Electivires. So let's show some of the other pack arts. Electivire, Dialga, there's a Lucario, and I think there's one more. We'll probably find it later. Pick these all up off of the Gathering Ground. It's an interesting site. I've gotten some really good deals from them before. However, they sometimes don't keep their site up to date, and trying to get, if they're out of stock on something after you've already paid for it, they're a little slow on refunding your money. You typically have to call them up and really make a hassle with them. But so far, I believe I've opened one other set by them so far, and it went very well. So hoping to get some excellent pulls from these packs as well. I'm not holding my breath for level X though, because there's only 3 level X in this set, which means that since it's not a sealed box, I'm probably not guaranteed one. Hopefully I'll hit one. But right now, I'm pretty much just looking at hitting a lot of holos to really mint out that part of my collection. So I think this series is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I've opened up so many different series, and I'm mixing up which, what all's what. All right, Mime Jr., Goldeen, Machop, Meryl, Roselia, Mantike, Machoke, and Staravia. While I've seen quite a bit of the Diamond and Pearl series, just from playing and stuff like that, I must admit that even while I'm a little sick of seeing the cards, they've got some really good artwork. So, my reverse is a Bonsly, and my rare is a Heracross. Alright, second pack. Hoot, Magnemite, Electabuzz, Ghastly, Turtwig, Machoke, Double Full Heal, and Prinplup. My reverse. Oh, very cool. Weavile, and it's a rare. And my rare is a Noctowl. So not too bad so far. One rare reverse so far, so I'd say that's alright. A couple non-holo rares, but it's still extremely early, and I'm sure we'll hit a few holos. So such a cool looking card. Duskull, Onix, Piplup, Hoot, Electabuzz. Oh, I think I did a 1-2-1-2. Well, I did mess it up. There's my reverse, which is a Warp Point, Super Scoop Up, and Badoo. So I think this is my other uncommon Hippopotas. So sorry about messing that up. My rare is a Dialga holo. So there we go. Third pack, 1 in 3 holo pull ratio, and there's a holo. Very cool holo too. Let's make sure I get this right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Chimchar, Glameow, Skorupi, Meditite, Meryl, Mantike, Haunter. It's a cool looking one. And Staravia. My reverse is a Machoke. And my rare is Electivire holo. Very nice. Intense Voltage. Let's see. Kid is under Electivire. I can move a Lightning attached to one of my Pokemon to Electivire. That's just A, so you can only do it once. That's still pretty cool. Kind of like Raichu Prime's, I think that was a Pokebody, where you can move as many electric energy as you want from the bench Pokemon up to the active. And usually that comes along with an attack that makes you discard. Yeah, you must discard all lightning energy attached to Electivire, and if you do, you do 120 instead of 60. So, would have been very interesting to see Electivire with the current electric. Dynamotor onto the bench, intense voltage, up to the active, knockout with 120. Very cool. Anyways, Glameow, Shinx, Metal, Turtwig, Chimchar, Prinplup, Magneton, and Speed Stadium. My reverse is a Wynot, which I believe, yep, that is a rare. And my rare is a Bibarel, a beaver Pokemon. Combee, Baneri, Goldeen, Mischievous, Machop, I can't read, Luxio, Drifloon, and Riolu. My reverse, if I can pick it up, is a Roselia. Very nice. And my rare, oh wow, a Palkia Holo. So with the Holos so far, I don't know what it is. There's something about each of these Holos that, I don't know how to describe it. It may just be the artwork, but they look kind of faded to me. Like they're old, but they're not old. Maybe someone else kind of feels the same way about these cards and can kind of help me out with that. I mean, I still like them all right. There's something different about them. Mime Jr., Bonsly, Combee, Starly, Ponyta, Cherrim, Night Pokemon Center, and Unknown Sea. I wonder what Unknown Sea does. Nah, that's actually not very good. Call, you flip a coin, you can search for another unknown and put it on your bench. I mean, yeah, if you ran a lot of unknown things, but nah, not that great. My reverse is a Machop, and my rare is, ooh, I don't remember this Machamp. That is a really cool looking Machamp. Revenge is pretty cool. Not nearly as good as the Revenge kills of today, like Terrakion and Bouffalant, that do 90 if you just lost a prize on the last turn. Machamp does 70, which, I don't know, that's not bad, but the stage 2 part really makes it blah. Chatot, Fighting Energy. I really like that there's energy in these packs, mainly the fighting and metal and possibly dark. I'm not quite sure. But I more like that you don't have to pull one in every pack, like some of the older packs. Yeah. Anyways, Duskull, Energy Search, Rhyhorn, Rival, Rhydon, cool card, and Cherrim. My reverse is a Shinx. And my rare, oh, Miss Magius. Now, this is a card that I think looks a little bit better. I think it is something to do with the art style of the Pokemon themselves. They don't necessarily look like they're drawn to me. They look more like computer rendered. And I think that's why I'm really not a big fan, because it makes them look very simple, not very unique. And, yeah. I think it's not necessarily that they look old, but they just look too simple to me. Electabuzz, Wurmple, Magnemite, Ghastly, Switch, Unknown D, Grottle, and Rival. My reverse is a Dusknoir. This is a rare, and I feel like Dusknoir is actually pretty good. Yeah, actually, it's really good. Once during your turn, if your opponent has 4 or more bench Pokemon, you can choose one of them and force your opponent to shuffle it back in. So if your opponent makes a mistake of benching one too many Pokemon, you can really screw that up, because that's just a Pokepower. That's not even an attack. Hard Feelings is kind of cool. If you actually needed to use it, you just, You put 5 damage counters on the defending Pokemon, and then more damage counters depending on how many prize cards they've taken. Interesting card. I was not around, I think, or wasn't playing much when, I started playing, I think, when that set was just in rotation, possibly, and I don't remember if that actually saw play. So for those of you that were around during that, it'd be kind of cool to hear if Dusknoir was actually any good and saw play. And my rare is a Shiftry Holo. Now, this one looks a little cooler. I think I like the background more than the Pokemon, though. And we are doing really good on the holo pulls. Started to lose my voice there for a minute, but I got a little bit of water, and so hopefully I'll be good to go. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Hoot Hoot, Cherubi, Electabuzz, Buizel, Bidoof, Cherim, or Cherim, however you say it, Pokedex, Monferno. My reverse is a Lucario, which is another rare. And my rare is a Dustox. So, wow, we're doing very well. Let's see, 5 holos, 5 non-holo rares, so definitely beating probability right now. And best part about all that is that there are no duplicates. Ponyta, Bonsly, Stunky, Combee, Baneri, and all those ended in like a E, or, well, Y, but the E sound. Pokeball, Mantike, and Hunter. My reverse is a Bidoo. Actually, what's Bidoo's Pokeball? You can just evolve it. And my rare is a Steelix. Another card that I don't really recall if it was ever playable, but looks really cool. Three, 2. Rhyhorn, Starly, Sneasel, Grass Energy. Oh, that's a very sad looking Azurill. Plus Power. Unknown D. Let's see, flip a coin, each player draws, yeah, you don't want to help your opponent out, that's weird. And Garottle. My reverse is another Shinx. I think I've already pulled a shiny, not shiny, but a reverse Shinx. Oh well. And my holo is, my rare, but my end up being my holo is a Dialga. I kind of gave that away, because when I put the cards upside down on the mat, because these are Diamond and Pearls holos, they tend to have a bit of a curvature, and you can typically tell when they're laying flat. For example, yeah, you can kind of see how it's a little raised up off the ground. Yeah, so that's typically how you can tell if it's a holo or not before you get to it. My apologies for giving that away, but hey, that's another holo pull. Even if it is a duplicate holo, it's still really cool. More holos mean less chances of Wade packs. I mean, yeah, they could have weighed all these and just taken the level X out, but like I said, the chance of me pulling a level X in 36 loose packs, being that there's only 3 level X in the set, pretty slim anyways. Ponyta, Bonsly, Stunky, Combee, Baneri, Haunter, Speed Stadium, and Mantike, and that looked very similar to another pack that we just opened with everything ending in E, except for Haunter and a Mantike. My reverse is a Cherim. And my rare is another Bibarel, so another beaver Pokemon. So I think we're actually hitting just as many holos as non-holo rares, which means there's probably going to be a point here in the video where I just hit a bunch of non-holos, which is going to be kind of boring for a while, but oh well. Mischievous, Roselia, Machop, Stunky, Clefairy, Unknown, no, that's a B. Yeah, Bounce. Warp Point, and Elekid. And my reverse is an Energy Search. And my rare is a Medicham, so that's a new one. Oh, so I completely forgot. At one point I had these in boxes, and okay, so I had these in boxes with little sticky notes, so I could keep the pack straight, or the set straight, just by looking at them from above. So there's the set name, the number of packs, and the source. TGG is the gathering ground. So I forgot to take the sticker, or my own little sticker, off of it. Alright, so now that that's off, let's continue with the opening. Combee, Bidoof, Chimchar, Mime Jr., Goldeen, Magneton, Haunter, we're pulling a lot of Haunters, and a Speed Stadium. My reverse is an Onix. And my rare is a Lopunny. So another one that we have not yet pulled. I'm fine with having a bunch of non-holo rare pulls as long as they're different ones. Wurmple, Duskull, Potion, Rhyhorn, Chatot, Nuzleaf, Machoke, and Unknown A. My reverse is a Luxio. And my rare is another Machamp. But again, this is a Machamp that I don't seem to be remembering very well. So it may just be that I've never had, or I've had very few of them in my trade binder at one point, so it's not a card I'm like looking at, when I'm pulling cards for other people. Azurill, Weasel, Cherubi, Mime Jr., Bidoof, Pokeball, Cascoon, and Prinplup. My reverse is a Cherubi, and my rare is Electivire Holo. So oddly enough, we're pulling holos in the same order. Started off with a Dialga. The next holo after that Dialga was Electivire. Here we go again with my last two holo pulls being Dialga and then Electivire. If I pull a Palkia holo as my next holo, it'd be very, very odd. Bidoof, Ponyta, Bonsly, Stunky, Combee, Nuzleaf, Night Pokemon Center, and Unknown Sea. My reverse is a Piplup, and my rare is a Drifblim. So this one is pretty cool. Actually, Wind Wave's kind of cool. It's essentially like a flower shop or a little more than a super rod. It just takes up your attack for the turn, which is kind of a bummer, but still interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and just straighten up this pile and set it aside before I knock it over. Piplup, Hoot, Electabuzz, Wurmple, Magnemite, Energy Restore, Riolu, and Unknown Bee. My reverse is a Turtwig. So hitting a lot of the starters, there's Turtwig and just had Piplup. And my rare is a Munchlax. So again, it may not be a holo, but it is a rare that I have not, non-holo rare that I've not pulled yet. And I'd say we're still kind of ahead on the holo count. 4, 5, I pull, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 7 holos, so I should pull 5 more. Shinx, Metal, Turtwig, Chimchar, Chatot, Speed Stadium, Unknown Bee, and Hippopotas. My reverse is a Wobbuffet, which I believe, yep, that is a rare. And my rare is a Purugly, which I love cat Pokemon, but honestly, the Glameow and Purugly line, I've just never cared for. I don't know. Purugly just looks like a big fat cat to me. And Glameow was just all priss. Very, very prissy cat. Persian was always awesome looking. Meowth, Meowth was part of Team Rocket. Persian was too, but, Meowth may not have been very intimidating, but he was a part of Team Rocket. He had some spunk to him. So, that kind of made up for their appearance. Anyways, Wurmple, Duskull, Potion, Rhyhorn, Chatot, Rival, Rhydon, and Monferno. My reverse is a Pachirisu, which is another rare. And my rare is a Clefable. So again, hitting non-holo rares that we have not yet pulled. Metronome is actually pretty cool. You get to choose one of the defending Pokemon's attacks and copy it, kind of like Zoroark's Foul Play in today's format. Except the good thing about Zoroark's Foul Play is that it only costs like, a DCE, so 2 colorless. Metronome costs 3. So there we go. That Glameow does not look as prissy as some of the other ones, but yeah, overall it's still more of a prissier cat Pokemon. Shinx, Wurmple, Chatot, Fighting Energy. Seems like I'm pulling Fighting and Metal pretty much. I think I'm pulling one grass. Staravia, Unknown A, and Hippopotas. My reverse is a Mischievous. And my rare is a Azumarill. So there we go with another different one. With a lot of my booster pack openings, I know that I'm not going to hit like a complete holo set, but I still try and, hope for a complete non-holo rare set. Azurill, Weasel, Cherubi, Mime Jr., Bidoof, Riolu, Professor Rowan, and Bidoo. Didn't I just pull a Bidoo? No, there was a Bidoof. Bidoof and Bidoo. My reverse is a Ponyta. And my rare is a Hippowdon. Hippowdon was always, I don't know, he's kind of a weird Pokemon with like the holes in his back that sand pours out of, and very weird, but yeah, I mean, I guess it makes for a good sand attack. Haha. Magnemite, Electabuzz, Ghastly, Turtwig, Starly, Energy Switch, Drifloon, and Mantike. My reverse is a Carnivine, which, yep, that is another rare. So we're doing really well with the rare reverses. And my rare is another Clefable. But that's still not bad. We've only hit 3 non-holo rare duplicates, and then 2 holo duplicates. So the holo duplicates aren't too exciting. Point is, I'm doing really well with the non-holo rares. Ponyta, Goldeen, hey, Dark Energy, Baneri, Mischievous, Elekid, Cherim, and Night Pokemon Center. My reverse is Azumarill, which, yep, that's a rare. I should have known that before even looking at the star, because I just pulled it not that long ago, like 2 packs ago. And my rare, awesome, another holo. Starting to wonder when the next one was going to pop up. Like I said, we still have 3 more coming. Or is it more? 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we have 5 more coming. Uh-oh. We may actually not hit that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones. 2 on the other side. So now we're down to 4 coming. Just to be able to hit, like, what is the normal probability pull ratio. 3, 4, 5. Turtwig, Chimchar, Chatot, Duskull, Onyx, Nuzleaf, Machoke, and Unknown A. Unknown A, by the way, is actually kind of cool. If it's on your bench, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put them back down in any order, so that kind of helps you make sure you draw what you need for the next turn. My reverse is a rare Lucario. And my rare is another Dialga. Okay, so now we've got 3 more holos that we should hit with to meet probability standards. Unfortunately, 3 of the holos pulled so far have been Dialga, which actually that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, duplicate holos just overall bleh. However, if you're gonna hit duplicate holos, Dialga's not a bad Pokemon to hit them with. Goldeen, Mischievous, Machop, Clefairy, and that's the first fire energy, I think. Prinplup, Bidoo, and Rival. My reverse is a Warp Point. Would have been really nice when that was playable. And my rare is a Pachirisu, which I haven't pulled yet. And I feel like either the Pachirisu I have now is damaged, or at some point I had a damaged Pachirisu. So, I mentioned that with the Kabutops in my Neo Discovery, and sure enough, when I went back and looked, my Holo Discovery Kabutops was severely damaged. So that was a really exciting pull, because I was able just to take out my damaged one and put in the mint one. Anyways, Wurmple, Chatot and Fighting, Duskull, Energy Search, Pokedex. Oh, Pokedex is a really awesome card too. Pretty much look at top 2 cards, choose one, put in your hand, put the other at the bottom of your deck. Magneton and Haunter. Good way to get what you need. My reverse is a Luxray, another rare. Gleam Eyes, I think, yeah, you can look at your opponent's hand and force them to play a Pokemon onto their bench, and then you can switch it. So it's actually kind of interesting. If they're holding onto something that's not that great, force them to play it, and then likely knock it out with Lightning Star, because it does 80. It's enough to knock out most basic Pokemon. And then you just have to move all the energy attached to Luxray to one of your bench, so you don't even have to discard. That's actually not bad, if it didn't require 4 lightning energy. And my rare is another Perugly, another of the fat, prissy cats. 3, 4, 5. Wurmple, Duskull, Potion, Rhyhorn, Chatot, Rival, Drifloon, and Rhydon. My reverse is Electivire. Hey, guess what? Another rare. And my rare is a Dusknoir Holo. We pulled this in reverse earlier, but I have not pulled this in holo yet. So this is a nice addition. And now we have 2 more holos left to pull to hit probability. So yeah, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. And we still have, what, 6, 7 more packs? So we're doing pretty good. Like I said, it'd be awesome to pull a level X, but I'm more concerned with just getting fair packs that aren't weighted and just hitting probability. Weasel, Cherubi, Mime Jr., Bidoof, Ponyta, Staravia, Professor Rowan, Ellie-Kid. My reverse is a Luxio. So I feel like I've hit 2 Luxio and 2 Shinx in the Rev version. My rare is another Dusknoir holo. So now we only need 1 more holo to hit probability odds. And that's actually, again, Dusknoir I think is a really cool Pokemon. So to have duplicates of it, it's not that bad. Onix, Sneasel, Piplup, Cleffa, Wurmple, Plus Power, Magneton, and Cherim. My reverse is a Mantike. And my rare is a Manaphy holo. So we've hit probability officially. And Manaphy is a holo that I have not yet pulled. So that's actually really cool. And we still have 4 more packs left. So hey, and 1 more holo pull will put us above probability. It's the little things I get excited about. Beating probability. Potion, Rhyhorn, Chatot, Shinx, Weasel, Nuzleaf, Night Pokemon Center, and Unknown Sea. My reverse is a Staraptor, which, hey, guess what? That's a rare. And my rare is a Snorlax. I have not yet pulled a Snorlax. There's a lot of rares in this set. I know there's like 17 holos, I think, which makes me think that there's probably another close to 20 non-holo rares. Glameow, Shinx, Metal, Turtwig, Chimchar, Energy Switch, Drifloon, and Mantike. My reverse is a Munchlax, which, that's a rare too. Wow. And my rare, is a Gengar. Ah, I love the Gengar. So this is pretty cool. Huh, Life Drain is awesome. You flip a coin. Oh, we have to flip a coin. But if heads, you put damage counters on the defending Pokemon until it's 10 hit points away from being knocked out. And then Shadow Dance, you get to put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. And then you switch. So that's kind of cool. I like that card. I like that card a lot. Flippy, but interesting. I could see setting up a bunch of life drains and then shadow dancing them all away. Bad thing is if you hit tails, it would do nothing. Glameow, Shinx, Metal, Turtwig, Chimchar, Super Scoop Up, Luxio, and Silcoon. My reverse is a Magnemite. And my rare is a Lucario holo. We've beat probability. Yay! So, very cool. We'll put that right there. Beat probability by 1 holo. But we still have 2 packs left, so now that we've beaten probability, let's see if we can pull a level X in the last 2 packs. It could happen. Cleffa, Onix, Glameow, Shinx, Wurmple, Plus Power, Luxio, and Haunter. My reverse is a Haunter. Very cool. And my rare is a Drapion. Have I pulled a Drapion yet? No, I have not. So that is actually an excellent pull. So here we go with the last pack. Will I pull one of the 3 level X's in the set? Empoleon, Infernape, Torterra. Whoops, didn't mean to put 2 cards down. Weasel, Cherubi, Mime Jr., Bidoof, Ponyta, Night Pokemon Center, Seeking, we haven't pulled many Seeking, And Monferno, haven't pulled any Monferno either. My reverse is a Skorupi. And my rare, here it comes down to the last card. Hey, a Beautifly. I haven't pulled that yet. So, no level X, but like I said, it was really slim chances that we were going to hit that. We did hit one more holo than probability called for, so one more holo than we would have out of a sealed box. So, overall, I'm pretty happy with this slot. Pulled a nice variety, like, what is it, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19 different non-holo rares, and 3, 6, 9, that's it, 3, 6, yeah, 9 different holos. So overall, I am really, really happy with this lot. So let's go ahead and get this all sorted up and show you what the complete set looks like. So here's what the complete Diamond and Pearl set looks like. Pulled some awesome holos, although I would have really liked to pull the Luxray and the Empoleon. But we did get, well, actually, we got the entire border of the page. So anything in a sleeve is something that I pulled. Picked up quite a few holos on this page as well. Pretty much just missed out on, yeah. Oh, looks like my Torterra needs to be replaced. So that's probably one I'll have on my wants list. So it looks like instead of this shape, we now have this shape. So interesting. And now we start with the non-holo rares. Missed the Carnivine, the Floatzel. I think there was one other one that I missed. Oh, actually, yeah, several more. Vespiquen, Weavile, Wobbuffet, and Why Not. The uncommons start with Badoo. And I think we missed the Dusclops, but I think for the most part did get a complete common and uncommon set. Missed the Rapidash. Let's see, I think we got all the commons. It's a pretty decent sized set. Oh, there we go, we did miss a C-Dot. And then we start with the trainers, supporters, stadiums. That we have all of. We didn't pull any of the level X, but with only 3 level X in the set, that's actually not that surprising. Didn't even pull all the different energy. Missed out on water, lightning, psychic, but we did get the dark and the metal, which are the most important ones, or the least common to find anywhere else. So here's all the reverses, and again we'll just kind of look at the pages to see which ones I pulled, or the sleeves. Pretty much the exact same as the regular set, except this set does not have reverses of the level X, which they never have, or reverses of the holo cards. A few sets have had rev holos of the energy, but this one is not one of them. That would have been really cool to have another holo energy set, but oh well. So that's what the complete set looks like, and now let's take a look at the stuff for trade or sale. So I have a bunch of these holo Diamond and Pearl promos. They're not part of this set. They were part of a promo blister, but I've gone ahead and thrown them in here. I've thrown some in my promo section as well, just so more people see them because I have so many of them, although not many of the Turtwig. Here are all the holos that I have from the set itself. So, a few from the opening and a few that I already had. Non-holo rares sorted by type. And then lots of rare reverses. So this entire page, that entire page, this one as well. And then I think we start with commons and uncommons over here with the psychic ones. So these are all sorted by type as well. Grass, colorless and fighting, lightning, dark, and fire. And then water and some trainers and supporters. So that's it. Only trading for cards on my wants list, or which can be found on TheCatsMeowth.com, or I'm always up for sales. Just PM me with offers or for prices. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow, which is a surprise Friday.